All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the New York Giants. They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second and 7, Murray. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This is Freeman on first and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Murray with a third and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Breeze. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 20, good. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On first and 10, here's Breeze. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, Orbit.
Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Break it down. Quick the edge. Come. Sponge. No.
Breeze going to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Undercrunch. Whip. Watch the whip. Easy, opposite. Sammy. Here we go. That's mine. I got him. Let's go, Mike 50.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
That's right, baby. Shoot! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 31.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Let's go. Come on, push it out, Will. Watch the screen. Pass. Hayward.
From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he finds Danny Amendola. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Mike 54. 11. 54.
On first down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Hey, wahoo. Mike's 5-4.
Now Breeze. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal sheared. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Go. March 50. Here we go, let's bring it. Hey, kill.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Breeze now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Hey, exit. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm trying. You're good. Like 4, ready. Check 24. Over.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Danny Amendola, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point safely through, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think I kept looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving in past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. This complete to Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mine's 50. 11. Jack.
A final shot before half for Breeze. And this is caught at the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Shotgun now for Breeze. It's caught. Jones. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Breeze now to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mike Gillislee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down. Murray being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, baby, return.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick on Russell. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Delaney Walker. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that one will be accepted. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Ready? 95, 56, 54. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check it out. Easy, opposite. Hey, seam 6. Easy, opposite.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Breeze. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
We're pretty quiet, 58.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And it's caught. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to run with Freeman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
We got this.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Ben, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this quarterback.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Let him. Kill. Hey, echo. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen.
Breeze now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill. Here we go. Hey, orbit.
Now on 2nd and 16. Breeze. And he's got Amendola on the connection.
5-9. Hey, kill. Under. Check.
Breeze to throw. And Amendola with a catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
21. Kill.
To throw is Breeze. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Dolphins 31, Giants 28. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Miami, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants,